Disclaimer: Fading the Books is not responsible for any losses. These are our opinions. Said it's about that time. Coach put me in the game so I can push that line. Fading the books, yeah, it's time to talk parlay. This is the reason you need to watch today. It's almost game day, so let's get paid. We fading the books, now go ahead and turn the page.
I don't know why I keep doing that.
Welcome, sports betting world. Me and my nephew were here. We just did a video for a Saturday game. So, if you're checking this video out, if you haven't checked that one out, please go check that one out. As we stand right now with this video, 120 subscribers. Picked up 2 new subscribers today, so appreciate you. This channel is steadily growing, and we're trying to reach 500, not 200 by the end of the year, 500. With that being said, we're just gonna jump right into these picks for the Sunday slate, week 16. So let's go ahead and get this going here.
There's a lot of implications on this week.
Yes, it is.
Guys need to get paid. Some teams win, you win. You lose, you're going home, or you're just gonna be playing for nothing for the last couple weeks. So this week is actually very, very, very important for a lot of players and a lot of teams.
Mm-hmm. And with that being said, we're gonna jump into the first pick. My first pick, I'm going with Bucky Irvin. And I'm taking Bucky Irvin. He has a B matchup. And I'm taking for 80 rushing and receiving yards. He's covered that line. He was out, let's say 2 of the last 3, he's covered it. Head to head against them, he's covered it in both games, and he's went over it by a lot. Bucky Irvin, he's just coming back, so this is like his 3rd game, I think, back from injury. So, they kind of had a tough one out against Atlanta. But 80 yards for Bucky Irvin. It's a divisional game. It's a big game for the Buccaneers. They definitely have to win this game to even keep their hopes up. They lose, it's a wrap. So they definitely got to come out with their A game. And I think Bucky Irvin, he's going to help them come out of Carolina, maybe with a win. I'm not going to say, I almost said it, but give them a shot at winning because Carolina's playing pretty good football right now.
Yeah, this game's actually for the number 1 spot here, and it actually is for playoffs. I wouldn't say it's win or go home for this one because of the simple fact they do have to play each other one more time before the end of the season. Bucky Irvin has historically been the bell cow for the Buccaneers, but him being injured, him just coming back, this would be his 4th game actually back playing. Him coming back, he should be able to get those carries and those attempts actually going up to what he's used to accustomed to. Because he's used to about, I think he's used to about closer to 20 carries a game. He was heavily used in the passing game with Baker Mayfield as well. I know that they've been kind of tempering it off a little bit because he's been just now coming back and trying to weed him back into it. But this is a playoff game. I mean, honestly, they have to look at it like that. They got to look at it as in like this is a playoff game. We have to use everybody that we have. We can't just always go to Mike Evans out there. Godwin is banged up a little bit, and I don't know what Ibuka is doing for the last couple of games. He ain't been doing what Ibuka been doing for the beginning of the season, so they have to use Bucky Irvin a little bit in the actual passing game than they have been using before. So his carry should go up. He should be integrated a little bit more into that passing game, and I think he should be able to get this one here very soon.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, I'm going to get into my next pick for this game, and I'm actually going with Mr. Young, and I'm taking him at 10 rushing yards. 10 rushing yards here, his last 5. He's been over that 3 of the last 5 for his rush yards. It was kind of crazy. I was looking at his rushing attempts. In the last game, he's rushed for 7 yards, 5 yards, 4 yards. So I'm like, Bryce is out here instead of, just sitting back, taking hits or throwing it away. He's actually trying to, get some yards with the ball. So I said, 178 for 10 yards, Bryce Young, and he's definitely been running these past few games. I said, I'll go ahead and, lay something on that.
Yeah, so the Panthers again, they were my dark horse team before the season actually started. I'm really liking how the coach is actually trusting Bryce Young, to actually run this offense finally, right? And he's not just throwing the ball in harm's way and just putting it out there. He's actually taking control of the game. He's creating plays. He's extending plays actually as well. And for this, he has to treat this as well like a playoff game, just like Baker Mayfield on the other side. He has to treat this as a
Hmm.
playoff game. He has to treat this as in, hey, this is a game that if we're gonna win because of me, not in spite of me, right? And Bryce Young, he was a number one draft pick a couple years ago. It's time for you to actually show what a number one draft pick can do and make your way to the playoffs, young man. And that's why
Hmm.
that's my words to Bryce Young. Do what you got to do, brother. Do what you got to do.
Yep. Yep. All right. See what are you going with on your first pick?
The first pick that I like, so that was in our 1 o'clock slate. The first pick that I like is going into Darnell Washington over into Seattle, Pittsburgh. We're gonna go into Pittsburgh. This is another. They're at the bottom of the AFC playoff picture right now. Right now they're actually in the playoffs. If playoffs was to start today, they'll be in it. One of the guys that I like is one of the more consistent guys is Darnell Washington. He's been here. He's been Aaron Rodgers' safety outlet over the last few weeks. I'm sorry, over the last few months. He's been his safety outlet, and I liked him to go for 20 yards tonight because of some of the fact of they are playing it like a playoff game as well. They're going to give the ball to the guys that's been proving it, and Aaron Rodgers is one of those kind of quarterbacks to where if he builds that trust within you, he's going to give you that ball. As you can tell, how they just got MVS, Marcus Valdes Scantling, back on the team. He keeps following Aaron Rodgers everywhere he goes because Aaron Rodgers want to go to the guys that he can actually trust, and he trusts Darnell Washington being a 6'7" target. Get him the ball, he can do whatever he needs to do.
Yeah, that's scary, man. I took Washington one time, man. He didn't cover. When I watched him in his last game, I said, "This is a damn lineman out there playing tight end." Like he caught that pass on the sideline, man. It was like 5 or 6 of them, man. He still wasn't going down. I'm like, dang, But yeah, couple targets for him, man. And he can definitely cover this line. I like that
He's the
pick with the
guy.
big guy. Yeah, I like that. And just Steelers running damn near a whole tight end set out there. I like that. Love that pick.
I seen that they had Pat Paramuth out there, and then they got Jonnu Smith, and then Darnell Washington. I was watching them a couple last week, and I was like, dang, they got all the tight ends out there at one time.
At one
And
time.
Darnell Washington actually stood out because he's so big. He's just six
Yeah.
seven. He's a big dude out
And
there.
they say he's like 300 pounds though. I think I
He
heard
is.
him say
He's
300.
lineman size. He's lineman size.
God, dog,
Absolutely.
that is wild. That is wild. Oh man. Let's see. Let's get into my next pick. I think I went too far. I should have been going back this way. For my last pick of the Sunday slate, I'm going with
you
the man who's actually.
just
Where
passed
we
him
at? Did I pass him? There
right
we
there.
go. I'm going with Mr. Bo Nix. Bo Nix has been playing some lights out football here lately. Like he was going through a slump where they was like, oh, his passing and this and that. You know what I'm saying? But he's slowly been picking it up. I took him for over 200 yards passing this game. Well, let's just say for 200 yards passing, and he's went over that line for the last 5 games, and that's what I was saying where he just started picking up. He's been throwing the ball here, because like I said, he had a slump before where he was below 200, and people was worried like what's going on with because they was running the ball, and it's like what's going on with the pass game, but Bo Nix has picked it up here with the pass.
Yeah, Bo Nix is definitely a guy that I don't want to root for because they're over in our division. Not in our division, but he's over in the AFC. Um, and he's an interesting guy because of the simple fact that um, he he's older. He was older rookie, right? And he has an arm. He has a cannon. He can throw that thing, but he don't always make the right reads. But the game is starting to slow down a little bit for him, and that's actually very scary when the game starts slowing down for some of these quarterbacks. Because if a game
Mhm.
slows down and you have all these weapons like Sutton, Mims, and all these guys out there, R.J. Harvey in the backfield, um, that creates weapons for you. And those weapons is actually going to help you win, especially with the way their defense is playing. with the way the defense is playing, allows Bo Nix to actually make a couple mistakes, make a couple things, and just throw the ball. So the 200 yards for him is actually pretty good. Now he is playing a red hot Jacksonville Jaguars team though this week. That's going to be very interesting how Jacksonville adjusts to them because Jacksonville defense is actually over the last 5 to 10 games they've been picking it up big time, and I think they're up in the top echelons of defenses when you talk about um in the whole NFL. So you're gonna be looking at Denver defense versus Jacksonville defense. This one should be a really good game, to actually watch.
Yep. And we're gonna let you finish it out with your last 2 picks.
So last
which
2 picks,
I do
we're gonna
believe,
go with the 8 o'clock game, right? So the Sunday night game here. It's interesting because basically, if the Baltimore Ravens lose this game, they are done. Don't even worry about it. Put a fork in them. They are done. I really like this game because I like Stephon Diggs on this one. Stephon Diggs has a kicker in his contract that if he gets 4 more yards, he gets an extra $250,000. 4 more
receptions.
catches. I'm sorry,
Yeah,
4 more catches.
receptions.
He gets $250,000. And if anybody knows Stephon Diggs, he about to have a baby. He need that money.
He had the baby. He had the
Hey,
baby.
they had a baby?
Yeah,
Dang,
he
I
had the
didn't know
baby.
that.
Yeah,
I
but the
didn't know
thing
that.
is, Cardi's on tour, so they need to pay for the sitter and nannies.
This ain't no just any sitter. So they
Yeah,
gonna get that money.
exactly.
And I'm not a big fan of Baltimore's defense. I know they can turn it up just a little bit, but Stephon Diggs is a veteran. He is a veteran on the team that's red hot right now in the AFC. So I think that he should be able to get those. He's getting targeted almost 6 catches, 6 times a game. And best believe I think this one may be just a little bit more. If my man Henderson don't take it all and just run away with this game.
Yeah,
because that's the money man over there.
that's the cash cow. He respects he respects our betting dollars. That's for sure, Mr. Henderson. We thank you.
Yeah, but because of the fact that him and Stevenson's actually picking it up a little bit, that does give Diggs one-on-ones and those outsides, and him against Wiggins out there and against those other DBs. I like his matchup there out there as well. And
yeah,
then
real quick. Well, I was just gonna speak real quick. New England, they definitely need to get that bad taste out their mouth from losing to the Bills because they definitely shouldn't have lost that game. They were up.
Yeah.
So this is definitely a get right game for New England.
Yeah, and then actually speaking on that, the Bills is actually my last game that I was going with on here. Buffalo Bills. I had we're gonna swing over to Josh Allen. Okay, Josh Allen is one of them guys. This is another team that absolutely have to win, and I think that in order for them to win this game, they have to put the ball in Josh Allen's hands. They're going against a really, really, really good defense. And I can see right there where it says his matchup is an F because they're going up against a really, really good defense. That's why we're going to go with his rushing yards on this one at 30 yards because it's not going to be a lot of time for him to make decisions and to sit back there in that pocket. He better get out. He better be on the run. He better do what he got to do for his team to win because honestly, if they lose this one, you're looking at teams like the Colts, Pittsburgh, and all those other teams at the very bottom that could possibly catch him and to take him out, take the former MVP out of the playoffs before the playoffs even starts. So that's going to be interesting.
You know what? I love this pick because I do believe that Myles Garrett, he can either tie or break the sack record, I think, because I know he had a sack in Chicago, but I don't think he broke the record. So this game, he either ties or break the record, and who better to do it against the MVP?
Ooh.
So I don't think Josh Allen's gonna want his name next to Myles Garrett for a record like that. You know what I'm saying?
So, yeah, definitely.
I'm hoping Josh Allen has that in the back of his mind and like, nah, I'm taking off and running. Even if I get a yard, he's not it's not going to be recorded as a sack. He ain't getting it on me.
And at the end of the day, he's going to be on the run regardless on Myles Garrett.
Yeah.
He's going to be on the run with Mason Graham down there and Myles Garrett. He's going to be on the run, and I think that he's going to have to they're going to have to put the ball on his legs, not his arm. He's going to use his legs a lot with this one. Maybe a lot of screen passes at the beginning, but once the defense start playing a little bit tighter, Allen, you're gonna have to get loose. He decided to play it in the second half of the Patriots game, like he was alluding to earlier in the video. In that second half of the playoff of the Patriots game, he played totally different than what he did in that first half of the playoff game. In order for them to win, he's going to play like he did on that second half of that playoff game, or that Patriots game, and not the first half.
Yep. With that being said, we're gonna show you here our picks that we're going with. We got Bucky Irvin, 80 yards rushing and receiving. Bryce Young for 10 yards rushing. Bo Nix, 225 passing. Stephon Diggs, 4 receptions. Hey, got to do it for the house. He need that money. Darnell Washington, 20 receiving yards. And Josh Allen for 30 rushing yards. That's a pretty solid 6 there. And again, the Saturday video is already out and circulating in the YouTube algorithm. So if you do us a favor, go ahead, check that out. If you're not subscribed, subscribe to the channel, like and comment on that video, and also this one when it uploads. You got any words for the people, Brandon, before we get up out of here and get our weekend started?
Now, I will tell y'all, though, this is a Sunday video. Y'all watching this on Sunday, look for the Sunday slate. Make sure y'all check back with us on Monday. Monday is going to be a very good game against the 49ers and my Indianapolis Colts going in there. I had to just make sure I do some advocates for it. We do have Old Man Rivers starting for us, but let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. That's all I'm going to say is let's talk about it.
So subscribe to the channel so y'all and set y'all notification bell so you can check out that live screen. That last live stream, I will have my popcorn. I will be celebrating Phillip Rivers, I guess is what his second home game, right?
Second home game back.
Second home game, but it's on prime time. So get your Bengay, get your wheelchairs, get your walkers, get your canes. Get all that ready, to celebrate, maybe Phillip Rivers getting his first win as a Colt.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about it. It's a lot to talk about. We got AR.
Yeah, it's a lot to talk about.
It's a lot we're gonna talk about on Monday.
All right.
Before the actual game starts.
Yeah, we're gonna get out of here. So y'all enjoy your weekends, and of course, y'all know we dropping these videos early for Sunday. So y'all can check them out and get your plays in. That being said, Fading the Books is out. Peace.